Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and thank you for joining me for another missing video. If you're new here, hi, my name is Casey and I post a new video on a missing person every week. I try to stick to cases that are not well known, maybe haven't been talked about in a while, or newer missing cases that need more exposure. A lot of the cases I cover are older ones, but other cases like the one we'll be talking about today are more recent. So today I will be talking about a little 5-year-old boy named Michael Joseph Vaughan. Michael, who also goes by the nickname Monkey, was last seen on Tuesday, July 27th of 2021 this year, so very recently, about 4 days ago at the time I'm uploading this. He was last seen around 6:30 p.m. on Tuesday walking at Southwest 9th Street and South Arizona Avenue in Fruitland, Idaho. He was wearing a blue Minecraft shirt, like you see now, black boxer briefs with lime green trim and a lime green Minecraft creeper character on the left leg. I know some reports have said the boxers were blue, but a post by his mother says they were black. And he was possibly wearing blue flip-flops. He is 43 inches tall, 50 pounds, and he has blonde hair and blue eyes. Now, there has not been a ton of information released as of yet on his disappearance, the circumstances, or much about the family, but from what I understand, Michael lives in a home in Fruitland, Idaho, with both of his parents, his baby sister, and his grandfather. On Tuesday, Michael's mother was at work and his father was home caring for Michael and the baby sister. I'm unsure if the grandfather was home or not, but Dad was there and the baby needed a diaper change. So he left Michael in the living room while he went in another room to clean up the baby. When he finished the diaper change, he came out and Michael was no longer in the living room. He had apparently slipped on his flip-flops and gone outside, maybe snuck out, which he had done before, months earlier, according to a babysitter. According to a neighbor that I believe lives directly beside, right next door to Michael's home. I could be wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure she was that close. But Michael had come over to her house that evening around 6:30 to see if her kids could play, and she said no and sent him on his way home. She is the last person to have seen Michael, and she saw him walking there at the corner of Southwest 9th and Arizona Avenue. Michael's father came outside and yelled for Michael multiple times but got no response, and Michael did not return home. He was reported missing around 7:30 p.m. Now, the neighborhood has been searched. They have searched the inside and outside of many of the homes in that area. The canine units have been out along with the Idaho Mountain Search and Rescue Team. I'm unsure if the dogs were able to get a hit on his scent, as that has not yet been released. The Army National Guard brought in a helicopter and did an aerial search of the entire area. Drones have been used as well. There are canals close by, and they did reduce the water levels in them so that those canals could be searched more thoroughly. Those searches by the fire department and canine team did not turn up any sign of Michael.
People from multiple agencies went door to door yesterday. They talked to neighbors, they searched fields, searched yards, and all in hopes of finding this little boy.
I want to point out that in the Google Earth view, the field near the home is flat and barren. In the picture, it doesn't have any crops in it, but right now, currently, it does. Some of the fields have corn, while the others look to have possibly soybeans. It looks like soybeans to me. I'm not sure what it is, but it's not flat ground. It's tall plants that, a child could hide in or lay down under. They have searched those fields row by row, however, with no luck so far. They did have volunteers from the community come out and search as well, but despite all of these efforts, Michael is still missing. There are multiple SOs in the area. You know what SO stands for. Some of these people do have charges against children, and they're not all men folks. I know a lot of times when we think of SOs, we think of them being male, but there are disgusting female predators out there too. So some of them are women. But Ellie is checking into the offenders. From what I understand, multiple homes have been searched inside and out, and not just homes of the offenders. They are checking multiple people. They are still requesting help from the community. They asked that people search their property, check any outbuildings, vehicles, ditches, crawl spaces, anywhere a little one could possibly hide, maybe get stuck in. They are also asking that residents check their security cameras, Ring doorbell footage, to see if Michael is on any of the video so they can maybe get an idea of which way he headed, where he went, or what could have possibly happened. Law enforcement is also requesting that anyone that was in that area around the time Michael disappeared, even if they didn't see anything, even if they didn't lay eyes on Michael as he was walking, please ask that they come forward, because they may have information that seems irrelevant, but it could still be extremely important. Fruitland is not huge. The population there is only about 5,300, I believe, and the neighborhood he went missing from has a lot of homes. It would have still been light out, when he was last seen around 6:30. The sun doesn't completely go down. It's not totally dark till around 9 p.m. in Fruitland in the month of July. So people were probably still outside. Someone very likely saw something and maybe just doesn't realize or hasn't realized yet that it is super important. So if you were in that area, or you saw anything, any vehicles or anything, let police know.
The National Center for Missing and Exploited Children say they have a team on location in Fruitland. That team is known as Team Adam. They help with local law enforcement agencies on their search, spread awareness of children's disappearances, and help families during this devastating time. The National Center for Missing and Exploited Children were not able to go into full details about what they are bringing to Michael's case, but in general, Team Adam is made up of retired law enforcement professionals. They are sent to sites where cases are unfolding to provide ground technical assistance and other national resources. They also bring equipment and more resources for each case. And while Team Adam is currently on location, the Idaho Army National Guard was in the area Wednesday, also aiding in search efforts. They were asked to use one of their UH-72A Lakota search and rescue helicopters.
An Amber Alert has not been put out because Michael's disappearance does not fit the criteria, as they don't have a vehicle description or a description of a possible abductor. I know some people were wondering why an Amber Alert wasn't issued. That's why. An Endangered Missing Person Alert has gone out, however. Now, Michael's parents and family members are cooperating with police, and local law enforcement has asked that you respect their privacy. Now, I know there are going to be rumors and speculations. They've already started. I've seen people commenting on the fact that it took an hour for him to be reported missing. That does seem like a long time, but I assume that hour was spent maybe asking neighbors and checking homes of Michael's friends, because Michael was a very social child and he did play with the neighborhood kids. His parents probably thought he was at a friend's home and weren't immediately panicked. They probably thought he was just playing with some kids and they just had to find out which house he was at. But that's why I assume it took so long. Now, I have seen people commenting on this picture saying, "Look at the bruises on this poor boy's face." That looks like dirt, guys. He was playing outside at the time this picture was taken and probably got dirt on him, like a lot of kids do. People did the same thing with pictures of summer wells. Stop it. People are also having a cow because the parents haven't spoken out to the media. From what I understand, the parents are devastated and completely destroyed by this. And honestly, with the mobs online anymore, I can't say I blame them for not going in front of the cameras, because people will pounce. They will immediately be attacked. But spreading rumors and throwing out wild speculations as fact does not help. So please don't do that. We don't know what has happened. We don't know if Michael has wandered off and maybe gotten hurt or stuck somewhere. We don't know if he's been abducted, but it's important not to spread rumors. If you want to help, share this little boy's picture and get the word out if you want to help and aren't close enough to Fruitland to go search. If he was taken, he could be anywhere by now, so stay on the lookout. Remember this little monkey's sweet face. All right, guys, this is Editing Casey here. After I recorded this video, the Fruitland Police Department did do a press release. on Michael's disappearance, and they kind of go over, you know, some of the equipment they've used to search and what they are needing from the community. And Michael's parents do briefly speak at the end of this, so I wanted to play some of this for you.
Today, the Fruitland Police Department, in conjunction with the state police, multiple Treasure Valley law enforcement agencies, and the Federal Bureau of Investigation, we continue to search for missing and endangered 5-year-old Michael Joseph Vaughan, MJ to his family and friends. Michael was last seen near his residence on Southwest 9th Street in Fruitland at approximately 6:30 p.m. on July 27th, 2021. Operations to date include the methodical search of the area near Michael's residence, which included 2 irrigation runoff ditches, which were drained by the Fruitland Public Works Department in an extensive search and rescue effort, including the use of canines, aerial, and marine and land support. Idaho Fish and Game officers are continuing to search the river by boat 4 to 5 miles downriver and back up, and in the sloughs of the Snake River as well. The Fruitland Police Department will continue to organize search and rescue operations with resources provided by the Idaho Mountain Search and Rescue Team, the Fruitland Fire Department, and the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children, and others. We've received a tremendous amount of support from the Fruitland community and will continue to call upon them, but as needed. We're continuing to seek the public's assistance to identify individuals who are in the area of Southwest 8th, Southwest 9th, and Cornwall Way in Fruitland from 6:30 and 7:15 p.m. on Tuesday, July 27, 2021. If you were in that area or you know someone who was, please contact us at 208-642-6006, extension 0. That's the Payette County Sheriff's Office, and again, a tip line. Even if you don't believe that you have something that's relevant or relevant information to this case, we want you to contact us so we can recreate a complete picture of the time that Michael was last seen. Every minute counts in these investigations when searching for a missing child, and we appreciate the public's support and cooperation as we continue the search for Michael. If you live in the immediate area, please thoroughly search your property to include any outbuildings, vehicles, anything that a 5-year-old kid could get into. We also ask that you review any security camera footage that you may have that may be attached to your house. Video is extremely important to us in these circumstances and these investigations. We're also very grateful for the public's assistance in following up on each lead. We are vigorously following up on each lead that we're getting in. So I want to make it clear that as your tips are coming in, they're not falling on deaf ears. The community knows because they see us out here every single day, pounding the pavement, pounding these rural areas. We are working. We're committed to finding Michael, and we're not going to leave any stones unturned. So you need to understand that the investigation of this child we're using every resource, and it's very intense. We ask that the community only report information from credible sources to law enforcement, and as we know that if we're just coming up with speculation, it causes rumors, and we'd like to have factual information. So please help us out that way so we can chase down factual leads. We also want to emphasize that Michael's family continues to be 100% cooperative with our investigation, and we're asking you to be extremely respectful of their privacy during this situation, and we would appreciate that. Super difficult time, as you would know. So Michael was last seen wearing a light blue Minecraft t-shirt over here on my left, dark blue boxer briefs, a child size 11 sandal, and he stands 3'7" tall. He's 50 pounds. He's got blonde hair, blue eyes, and he answers to the nickname Monkey. If you see Michael, have any information that would lead us to his whereabouts or his location, please call the Payette County Sheriff's Office at 208-642-6006, extension 0. So we just want to extend our appreciation to our community. We thank you for your continued support and the media, and where we certainly appreciate the public's wanting to help us. We've evaluated that several times. and it can become a little problematic for us. So what we're asking the public to do at this point is to search their residences and their homes. You never know. We got a 5-year-old kid out there. You know, he can wander in and out of places super easy, into people's backyards. Any place that he could be on a larger piece of property, that's what we're asking the public to do. We have trained professional search teams with search canines that are certified, and we're in these areas that we have been for the last 3 days now. So we're asking for the public to stay out of those areas and let us search those with these certified search teams. They're professionals, they know what they're looking for. A lot of times when we recruit civilian help, they miss things. And so where we have such an intense and such an important goal to accomplish, we don't want to miss a thing. We need to cover those pieces of ground inch by inch with trained searchers who know what they're looking for. And they have canines that accompany them that are trained and certified as well. So we're just asking the public to help us out that way. Let us work through this with trained professionals. At the end of this, if we still find nothing, we may recruit the public's help in another mass area search down the road. But that'll be down the road, and that is an as-needed event. Okay? Thank you. I'm not gonna opine or weigh in on the ongoing investigation into this thing. I just can't do it. So I appreciate that. Our focus and our main focus is finding MJ and bringing him back to his family, and that's where we're at right now. Search and rescue operations, and we're going to continue doing that. So thank you.
You mentioned, we've had at least 10 separate canine teams from 3 different organizations that span from coast to coast.
Thank you, Brian.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Can you touch on more about what these outside agencies are able to bring to this case?
Oh my gosh, thank you for the question. These outside agencies bring everything to the case that I can't. Manpower, resources, equipment, I mean, everything. I mean, the city of Fruitland, we're a small city. You know, we've got 12 officers out here beating the street every day. So bringing these experienced, qualified people into these investigations for us it's just completely incredible, and it's huge for us. The City of Fruitland Police Department we can continue to support our community and handle those calls for service that we need to, while adding support to this team here as we continue this investigation. Yeah, it's incredible. So.
Has any additional equipment been brought?
We do have drones that have been brought in from the Meridian Police Department. We have an Idaho State Police drone, as well as a Payette County drone and a Sand Hollow Fire drone, all of which are pretty sophisticated, and they have FLIR capabilities, and we are continuing to use those as we search.
And just for the people that aren't familiar, could you explain what FLIR is?
FLIR is a forward-looking infrared thermal imaging device, and so we put that up there. We like to primarily do that in areas where it's a little bit cooler, so maybe in the morning or late at night, where we can get a little better signature or heat signature on those devices. And so we're continuing to do that. It's a great resource. So.
Is there anything you can release about, was there any indication of a direction of travel or a direction that Michael might have gone, or anything of that nature that you can release?
You know, I will tell you that he was last seen there on Southwest 9th. We're still trying to pin down some directions of travel, but I don't have that. You know, our goal is to find him, and we're going to continue hunting, and I will tell you that everything is on the table on this, okay? So we're going to continue our search and rescue efforts, and I appreciate you guys. I thank you for being out here today. And having said that, would the family like to speak to this at all? Not?
I just want to thank the community and all the enforcement agencies that have been continuously, tirelessly looking for him, and anybody that has any information, please contact the Fruitland PD. We just want our monkey home. We just miss our baby and we want him home.
Anything helps. Anything.
Okay. Thank you, guys. All right, with that, we'll conclude. I thank you for coming.
If you see Michael, please call the Payette County Sheriff's Office at 208-642-6006, extension 0, or dial 911 immediately. share his flyer, share this video if you think it will help, and keep Michael's family in your prayers. They really want their little monkey home. I will post updates by law enforcement if there are any, so keep an eye out for posts in my community tab as well as any other videos. You can be sure not to miss those by hitting that subscribe button. It only takes a second and you can always come back and unsubscribe later if you want. But of course, I hope you'll stick around and help me spread awareness on all of these cases. But that's it for today. I will see you all again soon. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.